guys, and welcome to another WIP Wednesday. If you're new to my channel, I'm Adrian and Kiwi is my parrot. The way I usually do WIP Wednesdays is I will show you what I have finished. Well, usually it's what I have finished within the last 7 days, but it's been a while since I've done a WIP Wednesday video. So in this case, it'll be what I have gotten completed since the last time I did a WIP Wednesday video. And then we will discuss a little bit about what I'm working on and what I plan on trying to get finished, you know, that kind of thing. This week has, or this particular week has been a little bit busier. I haven't just been crocheting. I have also been trying to get a little bit more organized, which I will insert a clip of some of the things that I've been doing to try to get a little bit more organized right here. I got some bins to kind of organize the things in my yarn wall that aren't actually yarn. This one is mostly for scrap yarn because I have a bin behind my chair that's full of scrap yarn, so that's another scrap yarn bin. This one is for safety eyes. This whole bin is safety eyes except for this piece, which, yeah. And then this is for random stuff that I just need within arm's reach. My medications, a USB cord, baby wipes to clean up Kiwi's mess, things like that. And then I have another one over there for some other random things. There are two more over there. You can see that one I put Kiwi's food in, and then underneath there is a sixth one that I put Kiwi's toys in. So that's what I've been doing as far as organization. You can see him over there. He's drinking his water. Hey, Kiwi! Oh, he says, I'm busy. You want to say hi? Okay, so those are the storage bins that I picked up. If anybody's interested in checking those out, I will link them in the description box. It had occurred to me that I have so many different kinds of safety eyes. So I went ahead and I specifically got those storage bins. At first I just needed the one, and I couldn't find anywhere where I could just get one. And I just wanted somewhere to put all of my safety eyes because I have so many different kinds, so many different sizes, so many different colors. And that's not all of them that are in that bin. I have others that are over in a tackle box on the other side of the room. And you know, surprisingly, that I find myself running out of certain sizes on occasion. But the smallest package, or the best value that I could find, was actually like 6 of them for $19 after the coupon. I think they were originally priced at like $21.99, and then I had, I think, 10% off or 5% off, something like that. And I got them on Amazon, and so that's why I set them up for different things. You know, Kiwi's food is in a bin, and, you know, it pulls out. I mean, it's not necessarily something I had to have for anything else. It was just the safety eyes that I really wanted to get put in a bin within arm's reach, put it in my yarn wall. That way, when I need them, they're handy. You know, and then like this scrap yarn bin, that, you know, I have an entire clothes basket behind this chair that is filled and filled with scrap yarn. And I feel like if it were closer and within sight, maybe I would use that scrap yarn more frequently. I'm hoping that I can use that scrap yarn that's in the bin. When it's empty, I can take stuff out of the basket behind me and refill it and then go, okay, I can see it, it's in front of me, we need to use this up. And then I'm on so many different medications, that's why I did the third bin in my yarn wall. I have to take those every day, and every day I'm sitting in this chair, so it's just easier to remember if my medications are right there. And, it gives me a place to put my USB cords, put whatever I need handy in that bin. It does kind of, it takes away from the bins that I have stuffed with yarn, but right now, that's okay because I've got 6 bins at the very bottom that don't have anything in them, and I've got a couple on the second row up that don't have anything in them or that are only halfway filled, so I got a little space to spare when it comes to putting some extra things on my yarn wall or in my yarn wall, which is fine. I'm okay with that. The majority of my yarn, though, to be honest, has actually migrated into the hallway. I have a lot more yarn in the hallway than I do on this yarn wall, and this yarn wall is 6 feet by 8 feet. So it goes all the way across 6 feet, and it goes 8 feet into the towards the ceiling. And it would have 9, but my ceiling is just this much too short to have a 9th box. And each box is 12 by 12. Anyways, on to WIP Wednesday. So for WIP Wednesday, like I said, I know it's been a little bit since I've done a WIP Wednesday video, and you would expect me to have had something more finished. I don't have very much finished. I only have one finished project to show you guys, and it is this little monster. Some of you guys may have seen him during one of my live streams. I was trying to decide whether or not I should put the hat on, and if so, should I keep the flower? I was trying to decide whether or not I should keep the flower in his little mouth. I used Premier DK for the body with a 2.75 millimeter hook. And this colorway was called Birch. It's actually a discontinued colorway, and it was scrap yarn from a Lotus Mandala duster that I actually still have. Maybe during one of my live streams I can put it up there as a goal incentive. I don't know. But I do still have that cardigan. My mom was obsessed with it for a little while, and she wanted it, and then she changed her mind, and yeah, that was a whole thing. So I did put a little bit of cardboard in his hat, and his hat is stuffed a little bit. The hat is actually a pattern from the Impkins book. So the monster is designed from the Crochet Monster book by Megan Lapp. And I'll link both of these books down in the description box. But the body is made from this book, Crochet Monsters by Megan Lapp. And then the little hat, his little hat is designed from the Crochet Impkins by Megan Lapp. Now, I don't know if anybody else has tried to combine these two books or tried to mix and match the two books together. But I was thinking about trying to do that with my little monsters. The only differences that I made between the hat pattern that's in the book and the hat pattern that I actually made is this one is slightly larger. So I think in the book your increase rounds only go up to like 2 single crochet and then increase. For mine, I did 3. I made it just slightly larger, but not by much. I did like 3 single crochets and then an increase. And then these little silk ribbon flowers were just something I found on sale a long time ago at Walmart. I think I got them for like 50 cents, and I got a package of 100 of them. I know I found some of them at the thrift store or something like that. I had a bunch of them, so I thought these would be cute to add to this little guy. Now his eyes, though, were an Amazon find. And I know they look super cool. They're kind of unnerving to me a little bit because to me, he's very bug-eyed, and he's got issues. Like, you can tell, like, this dude's, like, staring into your soul. I did try to, push in his eyes a little bit like that. It didn't work as well as I had hoped, but you can see I used a little bit of black yarn there to try to give him that sunken eye look. Like I said, it did not work as well as I had hoped, but it did give him a little bit of an eyeliner look in the corner of his eyes, and that kind of worked because he's got the eyes are rimmed in black instead of being flat or clear. So it kind of gave him like an eyeliner emo look type thing going on. But anyways, so that is my only finished project, despite it having been like 2 or 3 weeks since my last WIP Wednesday video. However, I have been working on several projects. Several projects. I have quite a few going on right now. So you guys, what is this? I don't want that. So you guys have seen this one. This was the back panel from a hoodie that I've been working on. I already finished the front panel. This is the back panel. I ran out of yarn. I do still have 2 more cakes. I just happened to run out of yarn while I was working on the back panel, so I decided to set this one down and start working on the hoodie that I am making for my video tutorial. So this one is actually made out of Caron Latte cakes with a 6.5mm hook, and this is the colorway Lavender Shore, and you can see it is worked up. The colors play out much differently than what my gray one did. The gray one, the colorway was called Earl Grey, and it was a lovely layers cake. Still Caron Latte cakes, but it was Caron Latte cakes lovely layers, and the colorway is called Earl Grey. And so in that gray one, every section of color was almost exactly the same length, whereas this one, there are portions that are like, for example, this stripe doesn't even go all the way across. It's like right in the middle. Same with this white one here. It starts over here, it ends over, it doesn't even go all the way across. So, yeah, I like the way the colors are playing out in this one. I think it's very unique. But this one is for a friend, it's actually my daughter's grandmother. Not my mom, but her dad's mom. Since I ran out of the cake that I was working with, I decided to give this one a break and start working on the tutorial for this hoodie. And the tutorial for that hoodie, I am actually using Caron Cinnamon Swirls. So this is what that looks like. This is the front panel. I am only making a girl's size 6. hoodie for my 5-year-old niece. Hopefully I can get it finished before her birthday. I'm hoping that this is going to be big enough. I'm following the size chart on the Craft Yarn Council, and I've never had any problems with their stuff being too small. But I don't frequently make children's sized stuff. So when I look at this, it looks very small to me. I am making it the same pattern. It's just sized down. It's done by measurements. So when I look at this, it looks super small to me. Hopefully it fits her. If it doesn't fit her whenever it's finished, I guess her cousin Waylon will have an orange hoodie, and I'll have to make her another one. If I have to go buy more yarn to get her this color, I will, because orange and black are her favorite colors. And yeah, but this is part of the tutorial for this hoodie. Same exact hoodie as that one. It's just this one is made with a Caron cinnamon swirls, and this colorway is actually it's called Heat Wave. Also for this one, I am using a 5.5 millimeter hook instead of a 6.5 millimeter hook because the cinnamon swirls don't have the halo that the latte cakes have. So I figured it would be okay to size down a little bit. But I am actually working on the back panel now. I'm only a few rows into the back panel. But I'm hoping to get that tutorial completed and uploaded within the week. Now, when you guys see this video, I'll actually be working because I did take a job cleaning houses every Wednesday for a little bit. And then, so if my WIP Wednesday videos are iffy, that's probably why, because Tuesday nights and Thursday nights I go live, and then Wednesday morning, bright and early, I have to get back up and go clean houses for 3 to 4 hours. It doesn't seem like much, but when you're up late doing the live stream and then you have to get up early the next morning, that's what is tiring for me. It's forcing myself to crawl out of the bed. But you know, it is what it is. So that's what I have coming up. Is, you know, my live streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Also, and I think we're going to move the schedule for Kiwi's birthday bash to Tuesday the 18th. Now, that's technically a day early, but it will keep with my Tuesday-Thursday scheduling. And, you know, Dawn goes live on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. So to keep from stepping on people's toes, I'm just going to keep the Tuesday-Thursday schedule and move his birthday bash back a little bit. I mean, we may end up going for, you know, as long as it takes to hit midnight, and then it'll be his birthday anyway. So, you know. So if you're interested in coming to Kiwi's birthday bash, it will be probably February 18th at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am still looking for anybody who might want to donate to the giveaways, because usually we do Q&A about Kiwi. We open any birthday presents that he's gotten, and then we do giveaways as well. I know it seems strange to have a birthday party for a bird, but my bird is the love of my life, and he's my crochet buddy, and his birthday means as much to me as my kid's birthday too. But Anyways, guys, I think that's about all I have for you. I have not started a new monster just because I want to get these hoodies finished up. I did recently get an order for a Lotus Mandala duster. And that pattern I will link below as well through the Etsy shop. So that one actually has a deadline that I have to also try to figure out or finish up. I'm going to try to finish this tutorial in the week that it takes my my yarn to get here, because the customer actually chose a color of Lion Brand Mandala that I don't have, which is a little surprising because it's one of my favorite yarns and I have a ton of it, but she picked a color that I don't have, so I had to order it. And then, you know, I was comparing prices on Lion Brand compared to eBay, and it was actually cheaper to buy the yarn from the Lion Brand eBay page than what it was to go to their regular regular website, lionbrand.com. So I went ahead and I ordered through eBay, and it was free shipping, and that was pretty cool. Whereas if you go to the website, it's like $1.50 more expensive per ball, and then they charge you shipping from the website as well. So I thought that was pretty nifty. Just a tip, if you guys are in the market for some Lion Brand yarn, you might want to check their eBay site first, because you could get it a little bit cheaper. So in the week that it takes my stuff or that yarn to get here, I'm going to try to finish up, at least try to finish up this tutorial. So that's one thing out of the way. My niece's birthday present will be out of the way. And then I will probably move on to finishing up this purple hoodie as well. Because I still have a little bit of time to get ahead on amigurumi for Scream Hollow. I don't know how many monsters I'm going to be able to finish up before we open, but I have already started on making bats for Scream Hollow. If you're new to the channel, I do a yearly giveaway for bats, because I make a ton of bats for the theme park that I work for, Scream Hollow. We happen to be just outside of Austin, and Austin is real big on bats, and it's a Halloween theme park, so it plays into it all together. It's just, bats are a thing. But anyways, guys, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all I've got for you. I can't think of anything else right now, so I will see you guys tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll be live with Crystal from Hook That Yarn. If you guys aren't familiar with her channel or any of the channels that I've mentioned in this video, you can find links to those channels in the description box, along with everything else that I've talked about. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!